Welcome everyone. Ohayo gozaimasu. Another video here from the Tokyo Real Estate Man. And we are straddling here. This is this is the Edogawa right here. So to the left here we have Tokyo, and then to the right we have what I call near Chiba. This is really good deals here in this near Chiba area. But before we go there, oh, by the way, we're looking at I've looked at a lot of houses in this area before, but this is going to be apartments. Okay, apartments in the, I guess, Koiwa, Tokyo area, for example. We're not going to really look at any of the listings here, but I want to press this one right here. There's a blue one here in Koiwa, and this is a 16-meter owner change. You couldn't take possession of it, okay, for 680 man, or about 700 man, okay. 16 meters is rented out, okay. Here's another one below here. It says Chintaichu, which means it's rented, okay. I think it might be the same listing repeating. I don't know. It says it's in Shinkoiwa for 750 man for 16. It's obviously the same, two different prices, likely two different agencies. That's the very bottom of the market right there, and that is the bottom of the market because that's the bottom end unit. But then come here to this would be a top end unit here in Koiwa, something in a brand new building, 67 meters for Ichioku 400 man. Okay, I think I opened that listing, and yeah, this right here, it was built here in 2022. So even here in it's a nice area of Tokyo, Koiwa, but is there anything special? No. It's $1 million for a brand new apartment built in 2022. So it just shows you that they cannot, with the inflation that sort of hit the world in the last 5 years, a 2022 unit cannot hide the inflation, whereas the 2028 or the 2030 stuff, that's going to be even more because they just cannot hide the inflation in terms of the price. And that's why these older units are really the deals. Now this is a nice apartment though. Like if you wanted to be in like a newer building. What floor is this one anyway? This is on yeah, it's on the 14th floor. That's got a really good placement. See if we can get a view. Yeah, it's got a beautiful view. It's a beautiful view. But I mean, that's pretty well top dollar for which would be like a marginal location here in this is a nothing special location here in Tokyo. It's just on the edge, very edge of the city. But you can see this is this company, Proud Tawa Koiwa Fast. There you go. Yokozo minasamá, kore wa nihongo no eigo. This is like a Japanese English, Koiwa Fast. So they might have a couple of buildings. I don't know whether it means if they have a second building there, or it means fast as in like number one. That's a little Nihongo no ishiki osheteru. First could actually mean as well like the top. That's what it could mean as well, or could it mean that they have two there. But this tower, Proud Tower Koiwa, this is Nihongo de kore wa chotto jiman teiki ni mono, which means you see the colors. It's trying to brag status and stuff like that. So and you can see it through the entranceway and stuff like that, because the stuff that we're going to look at in the marketplace that's cheaper does not look like this when you come in. It's not fast, but there's a couple of units in one building here just on the Chiba side. That was a really good deal. So that's the very sort of top end of the market here. But I mean, that is totally now. That is totally now. So, but we'll come back here to the map. And this, of course, here, I believe this is the Keisei Honsen right here. And this here is the Sobu line, which go all the way out to basically far Chiba. You can see, and even in this area, there's like a whole rainbow of colors, but you can see the concentration of red drops. If we were to move over here into Tokyo, right here, Tokyo here to the left, you're gonna see more red here. I'm wrong. As we come here close to the sea, you're gonna when you come into this area here, there's gonna be more of a sort of pickup of red. But this is still like sort of on the outside. This is here kind of getting near Akihabara and stuff like that. So you see the red sort of jump up there a little bit more. But we're gonna stick out here because this is where the sort of deals are right now, and this is where we're gonna go. We're gonna go to this blue dot right here, and there's two units here, and they're both on the 11th floor. So I was speculating it's in this one building right here. One of it is a 70-meter unit, and the other one is a 132-meter unit. This is the top floor, and you say in Japanese, "Saijoukai." Yeah, top floor, 11th floor of this building. Another Freemason number 11. Oh my God, 11, 11, 9, 11, 3, 11. Oh my God, Tokyo real estate, man. Okay, believe me, I'm not a Freemason. Okay, this is the first one, which is the one that was 132 meters. This is the building here, and it's really cool. I think it says like Ishikawa. This is Kunifudai and Mansion, 11 kai, 3LDK. Oh, if you go, there's 311, oh no, 33 SLDK, which is a storage. So basically, it's a 3-bedroom unit right here. And you'll see here, it's right on the very top floor. One of them's here, and then one of them's here, and I'm speculating that this is probably the same owner. This is a building, 1972. Basically, it's selling for almost pretty well junk. And it's a concrete building, top floor. And you're never gonna, if you got something like this, granted, you're gonna have to pay the maintenance fees every month, but there's nothing you ever really have to really do. You don't have to mow the lawn. You don't got to do the roof. Everything's going to be done. By the way, that's a daily Yamazaki. Right there. Let's go to the pictures. Okay. There it is right there. Daily Yamazaki. Okay. Which is a convenience store if you didn't know. Of course, you know, your Japan files will follow this out. And you can see that's totally like a 1972 building. Oh, it could be as much as, you can see like a newer building there right beside it as well. So right there, and there's the entrance of the building. Jiman tekini no genkan jeni. Okay. Yeah, this is not a bragging building, but I think it's a really good deal at this price. And we'll just go to, it's pretty nice genkan though. I think it looked pretty nice. And these are the views. These are the views right there. You can see a new building right there, and the river right there, and there'll be a little place you can go for a walk down there by the river. You can see it's a pretty spacious. Look how there's a great balcony, and this is south facing for all you biohackers. So in the wintertime, I've often said in my Shibuya penthouse how I would do my sun tanning right in the window right here, or inside the window right there. You can do that when the angle is lower like that. So it's really good to get on the top floor because you just get such really good light. And it's been updated, but it hasn't been updated like super cool, but everything has been updated here in this unit. Yeah, it's nothing like, there's no surprise. Oh, Daily Yamazaki. If you didn't know, like that, this is a convenience store, and this company here, Yamazaki, that's a bread company. It's called Yamazaki Pan. Okay, but the shacho of Yamazaki Pan, he doesn't, or bread, he doesn't eat any of the products. Anyhow, I come down here to the listing details right here. You can see the Keisei Honsen, Kunifudai, Eki, 6 minutes, and it's also from Ishikawa. Eki, it's 20 minutes, and that's on the JR Soba. That's going to go all the way. That'll take you all the way back, all the way Shinjuku way as well. This is a really interesting address here. It says Chiba Ken, and this is Ishikawa-shi, Shikawa. Look at this, see? Chiba Ken, Shikawa-shi. Okay, Shikawa. Yonchome. So you can see it's kind of like a palindrome right there. It's really rare to see that. Anyhow, cool. For the management fees for this is $460 a month. Yeah, but that's going to cover your maintenance and your management. I think it's a pretty good deal in a lot of ways because if you buy a house, I think that you're going to end up with that kind of repair fund stuff anyway. These are some of the listings. This is the one sort of thing that's really good is you can have a dog or a cat in this building, which is kind of the way the culture is going right now. People just want cats and their dogs to live with them right now in Japan, so that's kind of a cool thing. But it says you only can have a small dog, okay, or a cat. 40-meter balcony, 132 meters of internal space, really good. 11 of 11, okay. Top floor Shoryuken, of course, and it is, of course, Akiya. There was one little function here that I'm not going to go to, but it had this sort of panorama sort of function here. So if you did want to check on this listing right there, you could just, there it is right there, and you can see there's these sort of panorama views. A beautiful light, though. You can just see the beautiful light coming here into this unit. Okay, and then they had some other sort of panoramas. I don't think anything really needs to be done here, but it's not really 2025. It's just a weathered unit. I think, like that. And then I don't really think if I own this one, I really wouldn't do much more to it. I'd probably make it nicer because I live there, but I don't know how much upside there is in price on this one. Any of the stuff we're looking at here, I wouldn't say that there's a lot of upside in price and stuff like that, but that kind of thing you got to move closer into Tokyo. Anyhow, I'll come to the top of the listing right there. That was the one here, which was 132 meters, a great size. That's considered, like, in Tokyo, a really large apartment, which is about 1,500 square foot. Okay, we'll come here to the next one, which is the net unit right beside it. And this one will come here to the top, and there's panorama here as well. And this is for $1,500 Kyujuman, which is basically $150,000 Canadian, same 1972. This is 71 meters on the 11th floor. I'm speculating it was the same owner. And again, really beautiful balcony. This one balcony is south facing, so this would be the, I think from the street, this would be the sort of like looking at it. I think it's the left side unit, whereas the bigger one here is the right side unit. And you can see that this is taking up more space. Really good. Like, all the units in this building are pretty big, aren't they? That's really cool. And then but here on the top floor, so the balcony is a little bit bigger on this final cantilever. I can keep going through the pictures here. There we go. Daily Yamazaki. Okay, there we go. Is sort of repeating. I think the same real estate agent pictures are sort of repeating here. And there's the internal shots of it's just an older unit, but it looks really nice. This one probably much more affordable for the management fees when we get down to it. I like these old sort of tansu. I like them. Yeah, there you go, right there. Great light there coming in. Lots of space. There we are, right there. There's the. I'm not sure if these balcony pictures. No, that's right. That goes down there and then turns right. That's correct. Okay, you can maybe there's some storage here in the unit. You can see like none of these windows have been updated, so this is really 1970 window technology. That kind of sucks. Oh, these are like the actual storage spaces of inside the unit, I guess. Or is that inside the? There could be like a lock. Yeah, these are the lockers inside the building, right there. Yeah, and then this is probably inside the locker for, I guess it's for this one right there, which is Ichi Maru Ichi. I can teach you the word Maru. Maru means circle, which means 0 right there. So you could say Ichi Maru Ichi right there, or Ichi Go Kyu Maru. 1,590万. Okay. Anyway, that's about it for skinny. There on the pictures right there, it's sort of like it's just talking about here. He says like Kuni Fudai Den, and then there's some obviously here near the station. There's going to be everything that you kind of need. Okay, we'll come down here to the details of the listing, because the important thing I think when we're looking at this one, there's our palindrome right there. Chiba Ken Shikawa. Yon Chome 411. It looks like 11 right there with the kawa. Anyway, sorry, I'm a little fixation lately. Much more manageable management fees and repair fund fees. It's about $250 a month. That's a pretty good deal for this size. I think in Tokyo, there would probably be double that. So yeah, it's a pretty good deal. And then here's the mansion name, of course, which is Shikawa. And they got Kuni. I think I'm right. Kuni Fudai Mansion. Okay, and these are the details about the mansion. And the key one here is, I think it's south facing. It didn't say that there was any parking here available, but I'm guessing this building, there might be a couple of parking. There might be a parking spot open. It didn't indicate it here when I looked right there. This, of course, is the Chushajo, and it said that there's nothing open. But my guess, when we looked at the pictures of the building, 1972 building, there was lots of parking spots there, so there might be one open. That's the strength of these kind of older buildings. They didn't efficiently use the land, so actually the lot in which they sit in, when redevelopment comes to it, it can just take up more space because of the parking, whereas the new parking would be put underneath the building. Of course, it is IKEA, which means it is open. I thought that we could come up here to the panorama shots. Right, there's just two of them. Here's the panorama. You see the great light. This is amazing light for all you biohackers like the Tokyo real estate man. Okay, there you go. And there's another one right there. So maybe that's the one that's sort of looking. Can we expand? Does that expand it? Yeah. You'll get it. maybe. But the problem is, I don't know how to get off it. I gotta hit escape. Yeah, there's the panorama right there. And my guess, this is, let's see. Oh, I don't know what to think. I think this is still south-facing. This would be the bedroom right here. And you can see lots of space in it right there. Why is this door here? It's interesting. Okay. Anyway, come back to it, Tokyo Real Estate Man. See, I'm all worried about like not being able to get off this shot. Oh yeah, I got off it. Oh my god. Stop clicking. Okay. That gives us a skinny on that. I thought we better come here to the map though, so we could have a little look here at the neighborhood environment. And it's going to be pretty built up. Like it's in Chiba, but this is the near Chiba, right? And what is the near Chiba offering right now? It's offering like just like bargains. This is kind of what it is. I'm trying to hit the satellite here. Says I do. Yeah, there you go. I told you along the river here, there's going to be a great place to walk, and sure enough, there is. So if you're really into walking and jogging, this is really great. I just would hope that. That there would be a parking spot here in this listing. You can see that it's dominated by sort of detached housing and stuff like that. Here, there's a Chiba. What's going to be like? What's say Japanese? Probably yeah, Chiba Shoryu Daigako, which means commerce. I guess that's another word for you can learn. Shobai. There you go, which means basically sales. So this is like. Fudosan Shobai would be like a real estate sales, like what I do and everything like that. So yeah, this is, you can see there's a really big university campus along here. But there's no surprises for me here at all. The dominant, in this sort of area, I would still say the dominant mode of transportation might still be train, but a lot of people would probably have a car as well because they have detached houses. So if we were even to like move this map in closer to these areas, I think that most people in here, you can even see in the house like this, these 3-story houses, they have parking, for example, on the first floor. So, but however, it is definitely sort of, oh, that's going to be a beautiful river for Hanami right there. Right there, it's feeding the Edogawa right there. So, yeah, it's really cool to look at these satellite pictures, okay, but and then we can see the 3D. You can see, I'll try to drop us down here on this street right here, which might be like a Shoten Gai, which is the same kanji, by the way, Shobai no Sho. Okay, get the Google Maps Golden Guy and drop him here on the street from the, we'll try to drop it on the corner. Kado de mo ochiru. Okay. できたかな? I always end up a little bit down the street from where, oh, I did it, Tokyo Real Estate Man. さすが DD 山崎だよね。懐かしい。Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a really good deal. I would say that this one, the 70 meter one, that's good enough. But maybe you're a person who likes a little bit more space too. 130, this is great. So, and you think about it in comparison to that one other building for 1.4 million, it's basically 1/10 the price. So, or maybe a little, I'm exaggerating, that's just like a 15% of the price right there. And if you want to do any construction on it right here, there's a Reformcon right here. And this is a construction company here on the first floor. So this is really convenient. You thought, though, I want to update my bathroom. You can just come down here and they'll do it. And there's a daily Yamazaki, anything else to see here. A lot of you can see that there's a lot of trucks right here. On this street right there, because it's just, the Japanese economy is just amazing. When you go, just like if you ever have a chance to drive around, it's really interesting way to understand the Japanese economy and the movement of goods and the movement of parts, because so much manufacturing is done here in Japan. You can see right there, parking right there with the house right there. Is there parking in this one? There's no parking in this one. So this person here is hooked still to the train right there. There might be some parking stuff I'm not seeing here in the back. You can see a newer mansion right there. You can see a newer mansion down the street. Let's go down this way a little bit. By the way, I want to turn around to get one other look at the building. That's the building right there, right? Still a lot of low-hanging fruit here, right? So I would say that the possibility of this one is, I don't know. I wouldn't know. I think that though, I think that this would basically sort of hold its value. So would I rather own that one than a house? I would, but I'm different than that because I really like the idea of concrete in a earthquake zone. That's just me. I just like the idea that concrete doesn't mold as well, and that's basically the skinny on it. And we saw that this is basically the cheapest price in the area right there. And then you can see it's a totally you'd want for nothing here in this area, and you can see it's getting down here to the station. I'm guessing the station is down here where we see it getting everything is more that could even be there. It is right there. We just found it, and this is the Keisei Kunifudai Eki, and that's the station right there. So then you have the distance there to the station. As you went further to the south, you'd eventually hit the JR station. Turn it around right there. That's the kind of skinny on this one here. One other thing I haven't really been doing recently, which we could move back to the map, which be and I'll have to come up off the big map, and then just beside here, I really have been remiss in not doing this lately. Let's back us out here a little bit here so you can see, and go back to the map, and then I'll hit the supermarket function, and then there's some stuff here right by the station. There's not going to be too much up this way by the university because the economics of it, it's just not going to be that way. And then as you get down here, because you can see that they figured it out. This is the JR line. So any of these, funny, I said this stuff about the car as being important, but you can still see that the grocery stores here in this area are still train based. That's really interesting. And if we back up a little here, whereas this one here, for example, this one here is going to be a car based one. So you have your choices. And then even the people that would live in this area, like me who live in Shibuya, I don't use my car every day, but sometimes I use it, right? And then that changes my functionality, how where I do my shopping, obviously. Anyways, can you expand that map right there? Does that work if I hit that? Yeah, it works. It works. And you can see, like, for example, if we were to come down here, if I were to come down here and then grab the Google Maps golden guy and drop him right here in front of this supermarket. This supermarket is likely going to have oh my god, caught the palm. If you want to get a haircut, you can see there's a lot of parking though. Yeah, if you caught the palm. Unfortunately, Tokyo real estate, man, I'm down to one style of hair. There's the life right there. And I'm guessing they will have I don't know, maybe they don't have any parking. Maybe that they're not tied. This is a famous company. No, there is parking right there. There's parking there in the side right there. So, but you can see the people in this neighborhood, they're still shopping by bike. So there it is, and that's the skinny on it. There's this company life really tells us really about how you want to approach your life here as a Chiba person, right? Because Chiba people want cars, and life has a parking place for them, but there's still a lot of people that live in the neighborhood who can't or don't want the stress of driving a car, or just too expensive to use that gas every day. So they're using their shopping bikes and the electronic bikes that are a lot of the mamacheris now for the mothers that are like 30 or in their 30s or 40s. They have really cool electronic stuff. Anyway, another video here ending up on the supermarket by the Tokyo real estate man. Want to get a hold of me, you can always come here to my Instagram. I've been getting all this kind of spam lately with my website, but you can go to my website as well. But you can go here to the Instagram Tokyo Real Estate Man website, and I do have a website as well, but I'm getting all this spam mail. And the other way to getting a hold of me is through the contact box here, where you can submit your personal information. No, I don't want your personal information, but you can send me, if you're interested in an apartment or a house in Tokyo, you can contact me here by submitting your information here, or sending me a straight email to my old-fashioned email. And you do not have to submit to the Tokyo Real Estate Man way. いつもこのチャンネル見てるありがとうございます。今日の近い千葉、ニュー千葉のなんだったか。石川市川井市町. Okay, anyhow, it's fun to cover a little apartment property here on the top floor in Chiba. いつもこのチャンネル見てるありがとうございます。今日の動画もう終わりです。よろしくお願いします。